Hi everyone, my name is Johnny Melisondra, and by using limited colors in my palette, I am going to teach you on how to paint this wonderful painting. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Okay, so before I'm going to start the tutorial, I am going to introduce to you first the materials that I'm going to use. I still be using limited colors in my palette, and I have here the titanium white, the phthalo blue, the brilliant red, the medium yellow, and the raw umber. So I'm using limited colors in my palette because I want you to learn how to mix and get the desired colors you want. And if you have burnt umber, that will be good, and it will be also look like a raw umber. And if you're using burnt sienna, you can mix it with blue and red to make it dark or look like black. If you want to have a dark color. Okay, so these are my brushes. So I'll be using wait. So I have here the number 11 nylon flat brush, long handled, number 11 bristle flat brush, natural bristle flat brush, um, long handled, number 8 nylon flat brush, long handled, number 7 nylon flat brush, short handled, number 3 nylon flat brush, short handled, and number 0 liner brush for the details. You can also use 1, double zero, triple zeros, liner brush or round brush. Okay, and this is my canvas. It's 10 by 12 inches. It has 3 coats of prime white acrylic. Could also use gesso. I made it myself. And water to thin the paint, the acrylic paints. This will be my medium, guys. To water. You can also use other mediums, acrylic mediums, like gel or whatever that will use to thin the paint. And also have here the water spray. If you're gonna need this to smoothen our surface and or to wet our surface so that we can have a smoother blendings. Okay, so that's it. So I'm going to start now, and today I'm going to paint something like I think I'm going to paint another bridge, but this time I'm going to make it a concrete bridge. Yeah, something like that. So it will be my plan, and it will be a little different than my previous tutorial because this will be concrete compared to the wooden hanging bridge that I did on the previous week. Okay, so we start now, and I think I'm going to sketch first the perspective of, yeah. And in sketching I'm going to use this raw umber. You can also use other colors, but I prefer this raw umber. I'm going to add lots of water in it to make it fluid. So I'm going to put here the bridge. Yeah, this will be the bridge. If you are painting with me, just follow what I'm doing, and good luck, and just have fun painting. I'm going to put a huge um, rocks here, there. This will be rocks, and I'm going to put a very big tree here, which is I think I'm going to put um, a cherry blossom. Yeah, that will be my plan, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put that anyway. So this will be the riverbank here. I'm gonna put the light here and some shades or whatever. Okay, this will be exciting, guys, and I hope I give justice to this painting. Here, this will be, I'm going to put a little perspective on this one. Yeah. And also it will show some riverbank on the distance. There. And of course some trees on the backgrounds. So I'm not going to emphasize the trees in the background because I'm going to emphasize the trees on the foreground here. Okay, so that will be my plan. I'm going to also to put another tree here. Okay. So I think I'm gonna start now. It'll just be an easy tutorial, guys, and I hope you all learned something out of this so that you can apply it on your own. And if you're going to copy this one, just copy everything. Okay. So we have here the number 11 nylon flat brush. No, sorry guys, this is number 12 nylon flat brush, and I'm gonna use this dark color here, which is the blue umber. There. I think I'm gonna spray it with water to make it fluid. There you go. Spray it with water. That's it. There, okay. It will be a concrete bridge with made up of rocks or yeah, something like that. There. Okay. So we're going to put first the bridge because we're gonna let it dry first before we're gonna start adding the details on this one. You need to clean your brush before you're gonna put other paints on it. Clean your brush first with water. Then we're gonna use the blue and the white, because we're gonna start adding the backgrounds here. There. So we're gonna put a little sky on this part. There you go. And some white color to make it a little lighter. That's it. Then we're gonna add some yellow on it and red and a little raw umber to make it grayish. So we're just mixing on our existing colors. Then we're gonna put some greenish stone on this part. This will be some forest in the background. There you go. There, just blend the colors. So I'm going to make it a little darker. So here. And I'm going to add some more blue and white. Okay. So let's add more trees on the background. You can make it faded or blended so that, yeah, so that it will look like a misty background. It will actually a misty background. That's why I'm adding some light colors on this, like this light bluish green color. Okay. And all you have to do is just fill this part. Okay. So here, I'm gonna add more colors. So blue, yellow, and the raw umber. And white. There you go. And we're gonna put more here. It's now more bluish. All we have to do is just fill this part with this color. There. Okay. Now I want it darker, so I'm gonna use the more blue and raw umber. That's it. So this time I want it darker. Okay. And even more darker. I want it to be more bluish in color. Okay. Here. So as you can see, we have some varieties of distant on our trees. This one is the farthest, and this part here is the nearer or nearest compared to the, because of the variations of colors, the colors with different values, we can create distant. You can easily distinguish this, which one will be far and which one will be near. Okay, so that's how you create distant, guys. Okay, and also this one is darker than the previous one. There. All you have to do is fill this part with the dark colors. No other techniques needed. There. Love it. Okay, so we're gonna add more here. There. Okay, so now you can see distant on this part here. This one is a little mistier than the front forest. This one is the value of this one is lighter than this one. So as you can see, this one is farther than this one. Okay, this one is near from to us. That's how you're gonna create distant, guys, or you're gonna create a misty effect of the forest and create distant or perspective. Okay, that's it. And I'm going to use some raw umber and white. I'm gonna create a lighter tone here with some more blue color. This time I'm gonna create distant on the there on the river bank. That's why we're going to use a lighter colors or lighter values colors. Then we're going to create the reflection. So I'm gonna use this lighter colors again here. So we're gonna do first this one. So I'm going to create some so this one is a little bit of reflection here. I'm gonna create also another one here. Okay, so make sure we're gonna make it lighter there, so the same as this, but we're gonna put it, gonna put some yellow to make it greenish because this one is a little greenish there. Okay, there. Now I'm gonna use this darker tone here, the darker colors. I'm gonna create some perspective on this one. No, I mean the reflection of that one. I am sorry, guys. Sometimes I forget what to say. So when you create perspective, you always all you have to do is copy everything here to here, and also this one, that reflection of that part. There. Now we're gonna create the reflection of the sky. So normally just white and blue color to make it light blue. There. So just light white and blue to make some reflection on the sky. That's it. Here. Okay, so we have now the reflection, but we're going to polish that later. We're gonna make it even more better. Okay, that's it. And I'm going to create the reflection of the bridge. So I'm gonna use the blue and some grayish colors, the raw umber, so it will be a little bluish gray. And here, but we're now going to polish that later. and of course this one. The problem with a very rough canvas because is that it's hard to create the first strokes or the first strokes or the what do you call this, the I forgot what to say. First strokes or something like the base colors, the background colors or something like that. So you just create the horizontal strokes like this one, short strokes, to create the reflection of the water. There. That's it, like that. Okay, so you know the first step. You can add more water if it feels hard to drag the paint, so just add more water. But the paint will become thinner, so that will be probably adding more water. So do not add more water. Okay, now we're gonna add the background colors on this one here, the rocks or whatever on the riverbank. So we're gonna use this umber and the blue. That's it. It'll become darker. So if you want to have dark colors or yeah, more look like black, you need to add blue in the raw umber here. Then you just have to spread down so that you can have the reflection there, something like this. That's it. Now of course here I'm gonna put more dark tones here. Okay, so we need to add more lots of water on it to make it fluid with what I told green. That's it, and some red. By the way, it doesn't matter what colors you're gonna put here, as long as it will become dark, that will be fine. That will be okay. So there. There. Okay, I love it. Okay, yeah. So that will be the first part. Adding to the backgrounds, background colors, whatever. The, the first coats. Okay, so I think it's right now. I'm going to start adding the details. Okay, the highlights. Okay, so I'm going to use this brush now, the bristle brush, to add more um, highlights on the. I'm gonna do first this part here, the the forest. So gonna put more details. Gonna use some white. And I'm going to use some yellow and little amount of blue to make some greens. Okay, I'm going to add more blue on it so that it will become a little bluish. There. It should be um, lighter bluish, blue green. Okay, I'm going to add a little blue in it and some white. And let's start adding the highlights. So I'm planning to put the lights coming from the left side. No, I mean the right side here. So all the lights striking here, but it will be a little on front so that I can put some highlights here on this bridge. So it will be on the front left. Oh no, front right. So here. Okay. So again, you can use the tapping or punching technique. More white. There. Okay, so that's it. And also here, gonna put a little, just a little, not too much. Anyway, we just have to cover that part later. And now I'm gonna use some blue, so this will become a little. This time it become bluish and white. There. This time, this one is a different tree compared to the first ones. First group of trees. Okay. Yeah. So just continue. Yeah, just follow what I'm doing and just continue adding more groups of trees, guys. Or individual trees, tree or individual um, trees or yeah, leaves of trees. We're gonna put also here, but we're gonna make it a little faded. Okay, yeah, like that. And now we're gonna put here, but this time it will become darker. So I'm gonna use this darker color here, and I'm gonna put some highlights there. And you need to make it bigger there compared to this one here. This one should be smaller than this one because of the perspective. Then we're gonna use yellow, no, red and yellows to add some orange trees. Yeah, so that we can have a little different shades of trees here. There. So just use the tapping or punching technique. There you go. Okay, and do not overdo it. Always remember that. Also here, gonna put a little because this time this part should be darker. So just a little amounts of greenish or brownish, not unlike this part here. Just shade of this color there. Okay, and I'm gonna put more bluish color trees. So I'm gonna use more blue or more green color. Okay. Okay, that's it. So you have now the background forest. So as you can see, it's more misty. The color is misty, and I love that. Now we're going to proceed. I think I'm gonna do first the bridge because it's already dry. So I'm gonna do first the bridge now. I'm going to paint first, yeah, the grayish lines of or gaps between the rocks. So I'm going to use this raw umber here with some white. That's it. Just white and the raw umber. It's sketch first. We're gonna put the form of the bridge. So I'm gonna start it here. It should be perfectly curved like a half circle. There. Okay, and let's create some yeah, let's create some rocks. There. It should have different shapes. Big and small rocks. Yeah. There. So the dark part should be the rocks, and this white are the I think the cement that binds the rocks. Should have different shapes. There. I love it. So we're gonna make this part on the top straight here. There. Just continue adding this one. Small, big rocks. There. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. So the next step will be adding more shades. Yeah. I'm planning to add a very good highlights here from the top left light. It will strike here, and that will be really awesome. But I'm gonna mix first for the bluish gray color here. For the reflection, I'm going to change first here. There. The perspective, so the line should be there should be an imaginary line going through here so that we can have a better perspective. So it should be a little inclined to the horizon to create better perspective and realistic. And again, I'm gonna make that darker, so I'm gonna use the raw umber and the blue. There. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure this one is perfectly aligned, but let's change that one. Let's retouch. Okay. Yeah, how about that? So far, I'm loving the result. Now we're gonna start adding the highlights. This is the most exciting part, guys. Making this painting alive. Okay. So I'll be mixing first an orange color, light orange. So I'm gonna use the yellow and the red, of course. Some white. There, it should be like a flesh tone. I'm gonna add more yellow. It should be very, very bright. You can even actually use white in there. So here. So just create a line here and be careful. It's okay if it's not that straight. There. Then I'm going to add some highlights here. Details. There. Yeah. So just cover the gray lines part. Okay, here. Gonna put more highlights. Okay. I'm gonna put a little here. There. Okay, I love it. Now I'm gonna create an orange brown. Yeah, something like that. Or reddish brown. So I'm gonna use this raw umber here with red and yellow. And some white. It should be more orange or yeah. And should not be lighter than the lines that we did a while ago. So here, gonna put the highlights. There. Love it. There. I'm gonna put more rocks. Okay. Just put the this orange color or orange brown color to the part which the light is striking or hitting on the bridge. There. Not everything. Also not everything. There. Yeah. So as you can see, you can now clearly distinguish which part has some light because of the highlights of the brown color and the white or the light or yellowish color or white or something like that. So here I'm gonna use the blue again and some raw umber and some white. I'm gonna put some highlights also on the dark part, but this time it will be a little off, which is a little bluish color. So I'm gonna use this bluish gray color here, and I'm gonna put some highlights here. There. Okay. Just a little, not everything. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then we're gonna use some white here. Just the plain white. I'm gonna put more highlights there. There. Okay. So do not put everything, guys. Always remember that. This will make this part realistic. Okay, I love it. Now I'm gonna add more yellow. Gonna put more highlights here. More yellow highlights. That's it. And again, do not overdo it. Always remember that. Yeah, we are now the bridge. The bridge made of rocks. Or I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it. Bridge with concrete bridge. Okay, so we're gonna use this one again, the lighter color. I'm gonna put highlights on the riverbank here. So this will be the riverbank here. There. Just a little highlights. And also some reflection there. Okay. So far I love the result. Yeah. You can clearly see the lights on the bridge, which is, I love it. And we're gonna use this grayish tone here, bluish gray color tone. I'm gonna put some highlights on the perspective of the bridge. There, just a little. Do not overdo it. Okay. Yeah, that will do. Okay, next. What will be next? Okay, so I think I'm gonna put some dark tones on this part here. Yeah, on the water. So I'm gonna use some umber and blue color. There. I'm gonna make this part darker. Yeah, I'm going to use more blue and raw umber. Yeah. So just use let's just create some short horizontal lines. It should be dark grayish blue color, so that because this part has no light, so that it will reflect some dark color here. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, another the reflection. That's it. We're gonna make it brown. Again, guys, just short horizontal lines. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now we're going to add some reflection on this light highlights here on the bridge. It will be reflected here. That will be a very nice part. So we're gonna use this color again with some more white. That's it. Now we're going to reflect some here. It should be lighter. More white. There you go. So you can just add randomly a random highlights like that. Anyway, it is just an optical illusion. Okay. Yeah. And of course, you should not forget the highlights on the brown rocks. So here, it should be more lighter grayish. Going to add a little bluish on their color. Again, do not overdo it. And we're gonna put this color, some lighter orange here, to create the illusion of this color here on the top. So again guys, all you have to just follow the colors you see above to create the reflection, the water reflection. There. I'm not sure if I'm doing I'm doing okay, but maybe I'll just retouch that later. I'm not content. It's not really that good. Okay. So I'll just retouch that later, guys. Okay. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna put more green on that part. Okay, maybe I'll just put some um, highlights here. Okay, some rocks or whatever. And I'll be using this number 8 flat brush and some raw umber and this color here, which is the lighter brown. There. I'm gonna put more rocks. I'm going to use some bluish color or umber and some white there. This will be a rocky cliff or riverbank. We're gonna put more rocks there. There you go. So far I love it. And also this one here. That's it. And we're using this natural bristle brush. I'm gonna put some leaves. So I'll be mixing the yellow and the blue and some red. So again, the tapping technique. We're gonna have the tapping technique here to create some grasses, bushes, or whatever. Green grasses, green bushes. So here. There, I love it. And also here. On the top of this riverbank. Okay. Now I'm going to add the huge tree here. Okay, so I'll be using again this color, this brush, the number 8 flat brush, and I'm going to refill my raw umber color here. Just use the plain raw umber, and I'm gonna put a huge tree in the background. You know, here in the foreground, I mean. There. There. I'm going to make some curved branches. Need to add some blue color to make it dark. There. Yeah. You can actually use smaller brush. There. If you are having a hard time using this brush. Okay. I'm going to use smaller brush. The number 3 flat brush. Oh yeah, flat brush. And more raw umber color. Make it more fluid. Then we're gonna add more branches there. Smaller branches. There. Okay. That's it. So you know lots of branches on our tree. Okay, so far I love it. I'm gonna let it dry first and I'm gonna put some highlight here. So I'm going to use more yellow with a little red and white to create some highlights. I think I'm gonna put some highlights here. Just a few highlights there. Yeah, just a few highlights. Do not add too much. And here also, just a few highlights. Okay. Do not make it overwhelming. Okay. And also here on this part, I'm gonna put some, yeah, some plants. Then we're gonna put the highlights on the rocks. So I'm gonna use this yellow, the red, and the raw umber and white. More yellow and red. More yellow. It should be more yellowish highlight, yellowish brown highlights. White. There. There. I'm gonna put some highlights. I'm going to add more white and raw umber to make it grayish. There. Okay. and also here. Just a few highlights. And of course here. There you go. Okay. And I think we're gonna put the highlights on the um, bark, or no, say sorry, on the trunk. So I'll be using the same color. So I'm gonna put all the highlights on the right side. There. And also here. Yeah. Okay, so I'll be using a smaller brush, which is the number 7 flat brush, to make it more detailed. I'm gonna use this white here, and it's gonna put it. Okay, can add more yellow and white. There. Okay, so do not overdo it again. Make more spaces or whatever. Yeah. Little highlights there. And it's gonna put more highlights on the rocks to make it realistic. There. And also here. Okay. Now I'm going to add some more greenish color, so I'm going to mix some of it here on the gray, on the green here. Okay. I'm going to add more greens on the mosses. So I'm going to use more red and yellow. Just add more greens here. Okay, here. Okay. Yeah, I love it. And here. Gonna put more highlights here. Bluish highlights. Or grayish highlights. There you go. There. So let's just retouch this part, the part here, adding more grayish tones to make it more realistic. Yeah. Okay, so far I love the result entire painting. So I'm going to add more yellowish or brownish color there here. And add more white. Yeah. Going to add more reflection here. Okay. So I'm going to put more highlights. So I'm going to mix for some grayish green here. So I'll just using the color found in my palette. And let's put more grayish green here, horizontal, to to add more. Now it's too green, guys. I hate it. I don't like it. I'm gonna put more blue here and some white. There. Let's add more greens here. Just spread some more greens to make the water greenish. Okay. I think I'm gonna put more blue on that there. Okay. So I'm gonna use blue and white. All just horizontal strokes. Short horizontal stroke using the number 7 flat brush. Then I'm gonna put the yellowish highlights or brownish highlights. I'm going to add more white on this to make it lighter. There. Okay. Okay. I'm not really sure if it does look realistic. Yeah, but I'm going to put more green on the other side here. I'm gonna use this greenish color here, and I'm gonna put some greens here to show the color of the to make it more shallow. There. Okay, and I'm going to use more. I'm going to spread more here. It's a greenish color to spread here. Okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna put more green highlights. I'm gonna add more white on this green color. And it's gonna put more green highlights here. There. We can also apply some horizontal. Yeah, something like this. Okay, and also a little. Okay. Okay. So the next step, I'm going to put some flowers on this tree here. It will be some red flowers. So I'll be using the red color here, and just use the tapping technique using this number 7 flat brush. Just do it one by one. There. That's it. You can have some trees with red flowers or red leaves. Sorry guys, my voice become husky because I can't remove whatever in my throat. It's very hard. And actually it's very hard here in my place. It's become hotter from time to time and it's really hard to do this. I'm quite sorry guys. I'm having a hard time doing this one. Especially when I reach more than 1 hour of painting without the proper ventilation and the and uh, and it feels really hot here in my place. I cannot use my air condition because it will just it's very noisy and it will just ruin my background noise. It will have more background noise. I am sorry guys. This is how hard I create a tutorial just for you. Okay, yeah. So let's continue adding by doing it one by one. Yeah. And I'm gonna use some yellow to create some highlights on this one. I'm gonna mix it with red to make it orange. Should be orange and white. There. Just put more highlights. Just put it on top of the painting. On the red color. Sorry guys. There are lots of distractions here. Especially the temperature. It's very hot. I feel distracted from time to time. Sometimes I can't focus on my painting. That's why I forgot to say or say something. I forgot the words. There. I'm gonna put some drops of um, flowers on the ground. Yeah, just do it this way. Just continue adding. Here, some highlights. There. Okay, I think I am done. But I'm not yet done adding the highlights. So here I'm gonna add more white and some yellowish color of the brownish. So here, gonna put more highlights there. more bluish color on the reflected side of the tree, the trunk. So I'm gonna use this grayish blue color here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and I think I am done, guys. So far I love the result. It's very colorful, and yeah, it looks realistic for me, so I love it. So I want to say thank you guys for watching my video today, and if you are painting, just follow what I'm doing, just follow what I did in the video, and good luck, guys. My advice, keep on practicing, keep on painting. The more you do it, the more you know how to use your brush, the more you know how to mix the colors. So I'm using limited colors in your palette because I want you to learn how to mix and get the desired colors you want. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Please hit like, add some comments, subscribe for more videos in the future. Okay guys, thank you, have a nice day, and God bless you all.